I am grateful for the opportunity to express my words of appreciation for the existence of the BADEHAUS Museum. My parents came to Camp Fehrenwald in 1945 from their towns in Poland, homes where they were no longer welcome. They were each alone, the only survivors of their families. Through an act of fate, my father found his aunt, his uncle, and cousin who had gotten passage to Fehrenwald, and they embraced my father like a long-lost son. And they added my mother, and this became my nuclear family that came to live in Camp Fehrenwald. Fehrenwald was a haven, a place where they could feel human again. They didn't have to hide. They weren't afraid. They worked. My mother taught sewing with Ort and was so proud that she was a teacher. My father transported orphans on the route to Palestine, protecting a new generation. And they could do this because in Fehrenwald they were free. It was a self-governing camp, and my parents were proud and healing, not fearful and broken. They believed that there was a future, and they had a baby. That was me. For me, the museum was the door that opened my understanding of my parents' healing journey. They never spoke much about life in Europe, and their lives were a secret that the BADEHAUS Museum opened for me. As I walked through the museum, I saw pictures of life like those my mother saved that filled in the details of the story. Jewish items that my mother brought from Fehrenwald here that were also part of the museum. The story of two young orphans making a life together within a community of survivors who lifted each other up. That's what I learned when I walked through the BADEHAUS. It was a story that was not told. It was a story that I had to understand later through the museum. In Jewish history, there are many stories of a courageous person who steps forward to save people. For me, Dr. Sibylla Kraft and her volunteers are an example of such a hero. The courage that they demonstrated in the saving of the BADEHAUS and the creation of the museum has filled in so many pieces of my origin story, a story I can now embrace and share with gratitude. Thank you.